Hi everyone, Schoolhouse Intuitive Tarot. I'm here for all placements of Libra. This is going to be a reading focusing back on the energies of November 2024 again. All right, I already did a reading for you that posted 2 days ago on Tuesday. In the US, it's Tuesday. That was then. Anyway. And so here we are again. I just wanted to get more information because there's a mysterious, intense feeling I'm getting about November. And I just want to look into that a bit more. For some of us, I do feel, just like I said in that reading I did a couple of days ago, that there's going to be some sort of big shift, and that big, huge shift for a lot of us could be coming from this sort of intense, stormy weather, even that we're getting in November, metaphorically or literally, and there could be some sort of reveal. A big, huge truth is revealed. It could be regarding a person, an organization, a new, field. In a field, maybe there's a big development in one of the fields, um, but it's going to affect all of us on some level, I feel like. So how it's going to affect you is going to be different. It all depends on, well, I guess the rest of your placements and where exactly things are astrology wise, which I'm not an astrologer, but it's going to be a big shift. And what was really intriguing is after I did that reading just this morning, now a couple of days later, as I'm doing this reading, I tuned into Pam Gregory, her astrology channel. I really am a fan of hers now, and she mentioned exactly what some things not exactly, but she'd mentioned, let's say, the things she mentioned in her November 1st Scorpio new moon reading that described the energy, I thought, perfectly for what I've been feeling and experiencing. And it makes sense. And it also coincides with some things that I said in that first reading there that I did a couple of days ago. And that is that shift, that transformative, that metamorphosis energy here, and how it's an intense month for sure. So particularly I was picking up on like the first half of November, and in fact I think she mentioned even the first half would be more intense, but don't quote me on that. Anyway, let's see what we get here. This is the Divine Direction Oracle. You have Frozen. There's going to be an end to stagnation for a lot of us with whatever this is, okay? And it's going to be different for each person. As I said, there's something globally I feel, but there's also going to be something personal. And in fact, there's a a relationship that we can't separate between what's going on with you personally and what's going on at a global level. We're affected by our surroundings externally as much as we are internally, and so they work together here. But this is going to be with this stagnation passing. Use the time that you are feeling stagnant, or you're feeling like you haven't been able to move forward, or you don't have answers. Use it as a vehicle for self-development and to really increase your personal power. This is the Divine Direction Oracle by Maruka X. If I didn't say that already. Star seed, yeah. You have that magic within you. And I feel as though this is whatever's going on is going to really help you connect with your divine energy and light. And this is about your essence being magical. This is about you even feeling between two worlds, okay? I know that can happen for me personally a lot, but especially during this eclipse season we had. I mean, that energy is still with us. I'm still feeling it. Maybe you are too. Sometimes I feel like I'm actually walking on uneven ground, and it's not. It's level. So there's something there. But obviously, get stuff checked out. I've had my stuff checked out. There's nothing wrong medically. So get your stuff checked out though to make sure that you're not experiencing, symptoms that are actually warranting medical attention. So this is about believing in your own magic and realizing that maybe you were here before. Maybe this isn't your only life. All right. We lived this life one time, but all right, I'm going to see here. Okay, collaborate. So keeping an open heart and mind. You could be working on a creative project, or maybe you're getting creative and you're putting all of your gifts together here, Libra. So this is about maybe some of you being a solo act. Maybe you've had to be, and maybe there's an end to that, or vice versa. You now want to work alone. Treasure. Ooh, what's in here? So this is an unexpected windfall. Yeah, that's another energy I've been picking up on for a lot of us Libras here. An unexpected windfall of some kind. So you're going to feel like you have it all. You may actually get this answer, this clue, this aha moment, this it could be confirmation that you get, where it's just a very auspicious time here. They're telling us with this card, and it's because, unexpected doesn't have to be bad. A lot of us think of the tower and shock and all that, and it's unexpected. And yeah, well, we have a lot of those moments in life. Certainly globally, we do, which affects everything, as I said. It's not always a bad thing, right? Sometimes that's why the tower comes in, so that we can have something better, so we bulldoze that foundation, right to the ground, and then start over with something better. Let's see what else we have. You're getting your leadership energy here. Breaking free. Exactly. Sometimes, like I was saying, with those shifts, like the tower kind of energy, the shocked kind of energy I was feeling for November, that's going to help you break free from what's holding you back and move forward. So it's like, maybe not even wait for the change. Go ahead and create it for yourself. Home. All right. Something having to do with your living situation, possibly for a lot of you. It's important right now that you address your internal environment as well as your external environment. So cleaning up, decluttering, it's going to help with energetic flow, help you bring in those blessings better, help you break free from stuck energy, from that frozen energy. Maybe it's partially what's keeping you stagnant. Sometimes we forget how much our environment really does affect us in every way. So this is about your home telling a story. It should reflect you. And if it's all cluttered and all that, and it's also, not only should it reflect you, it will reflect you. It'll affect you too. All right. So this is why it's important to kind of get things in order. I myself am going to be doing a lot of that in November, and even here at the end of October. Let off steam. I'm also getting, make sure you play too. Make sure you play. All right. And also set some boundaries too. This is being conscious not to hold in the stress, the anger, the anxieties. You've got to let your feelings out. Okay. This is reconnecting with your spirit and letting it all out, letting it all out. Let it shine for the world to see. Right. And I'm hearing something about feeling trapped or imprisoned. Let's see what we get. Maybe that means we're going to get an eight of swords or something here, but let me see. This is the Textured Tarot by Lisa McLaughlin. Textured Tarot. Here we go. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. So if you are, in fact, feeling stuck, the stagnation, that can sometimes be the Wheel of Fortune here. We're going to get a break here. Now we're going to get this wheel unstuck, right? But you have to be the one at the helm, right? You have to be the one turning the wheel here. You have to be that one getting in the driver's seat here, the power. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a Chariot card. Yeah, I did a reading for you recently. You had 3 chariots. I think it was that November one. My goodness. 3 chariots. You had like double justice. I mean, all kinds of stuff here. It was one of the readings I did recently. It might have been your weekly reading. Let me see here. Oh, you have the 2 of Cups. All right. So the 2 of Cups could be some sort of good fit coming in for you. Something that just feels right. So again, they're kind of giving this, like, if it feels right, that's where you should head. So if you're making a decision, I've been getting that the last couple of weeks too. If it feels right, that's the direction you should go in. Whatever's feeling best. Now, sometimes it's not about the feeling, but this time it seems like it is. Something has to feel right. Again, your inside has to match your outside, It's like everything needs to fit and merge well together. The 4 of Swords here coming in with that collaboration. I get a lot of you are actually wanting to be solo as far as some sort of, I just feel you could be having a hard time getting along with people right now or in November. So this reading is going to be good for like when you see it through November, maybe even beyond that. But it's definitely, I can't, say, oh, starting 11/1, going only to 11:30. That's not how the reading works, right? So yeah, I think you know that. But some of you are, it's like, I feel as though for some of you, you learned all you can from a certain situation and you're just tired now, and ready for movement, ready to move on from something. Oh, actually, I didn't know. So this is the bottom of the deck. You have the Ace of Swords here, right? So getting that clarity, again, there's that truth, the truth being revealed, some sort of lucky info you could find out too. You might find something out that is actually quite helpful to you that you weren't even looking for. And for others of us, it is going to be connecting to whatever I'm feeling and picking up on psychically as far as um, this big revelation that we have access to all of a sudden. All right, something's going to come out. I don't know what, but, and I hardly will ever say things like that, but it's just such a strong energy. I just feel that we're getting an answer to a mystery in some way, and or something's going to be exposed. There's just something, and it's going to change. It's going to change things. I think it's going to have an impact on on a lot of our daily lives. Not for all, for some. There's something here too about changing and like resisting change, but there's also this shockwave energy that I'm getting. I hope I'm not picking up on more earthquakes and storms, but you know, it is a watery month. It is, when I tune into it, I do get a sense of like thunder and lightning. But that can mean a lot of different things. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, right? We need those towers sometimes. We have the King of Swords here, and that's under that break free. Okay, breaking free here, King of Swords. And this is about breaking free from whatever's holding you back. Cut it loose and cut it off. Okay, because you're ready to move forward. This is about not waiting for that change. Not waiting for it. Just create it yourself. You're that King of Swords here. You're that decisive leader. All right, you're the one who decides what is in and what is out of your life, and that you realize you have more control than you might give yourself credit for. And let's see what else. I know some days are better than others. You know. Dropping on the floor, we have the Two of Swords, and this has to do with home. All right, so that was on the floor. You know, you're gonna have to trust me on that if it falls off camera. I try to show the cards as much as possible as they fall out. Sometimes they fall on the table though, so or on the floor. Okay, so Two of Swords. I'm getting for some of you, when you get some sort of information, you're going to need a little. You're going to want to take a little time to decide. And this could involve your living situation. Could be something to do with anything home based. All right, just taking that pause. It looks like this person's really going within too, even though it's swords and it's, you know, cognitive. I just feel like you're actually going in to their own peace and calm. I'm on the floor too. Eight of Wands. Yeah, Eight of Wands here. And that's that let off steam. So this is letting it all out. You know, that's how we can unblock some of this energy that's going to then bring us right back to the wheel, which now we're going to clarify. All right. So things that were once frozen, not anymore. Not from what I can see in this reading. Letting off steam, letting it all out. Some of you are going to have this conversation with people maybe that is just long overdue. And I just heard someone say, no means no. Like, I'm not doing this again. There's something about boundaries here. And also it could be justice, legal system stuff too. I hope it's not another thing coming out about our privacy. So make sure you're doing what you need to do, two-factor authenticity or whatever, for your accounts and all that. All right. Oh, yeah. See, there we go. There's the moon. Yeah, there's some sort of secret being revealed for us, a truth, a mystery. It's coming out. I mean, we've got the Wheel of Fortune and it under frozen here, and its stagnation's passing. So either on a bigger level or on your level, which feels very big, right? It's your universe as you. This is going to be about, there's a message here to remember the good take the good with the bad, right? If something does not feel good, yeah, just remember there's more to this. There's always more to things than meets the eye. And sometimes we don't know why things happen when they happen. But then a lot of us, when we look back, we say, oh, now I know why that happened, because I was supposed to do this, or I wasn't supposed to do that. So the moon, you know, the classic example I always give is, sometimes, you know, we'll be sitting in traffic for 10 minutes or whatever it is. And we're complaining. We're like, come on. I got to get to where I got to go. Come on. And it realized, I had a very close call twice now, actually, in my life, where I've realized, you know what? I will take the delay, because I found out after the fact that there were accidents that then happened that I missed by just 5 minutes or something, you know? So I don't mind sitting in traffic if it means that I have many more years to come. You know what I mean? So just realize that there are greater forces at play here. There's also greater forces at play as far as like government stuff, like making decisions for us, groups, organizations, all that. Don't give them all the power, I'm hearing. And I generally will not get political here, but I guess maybe I'm getting a message too, like, uh, that whatever ends up happening, in November here, especially in the first part of November, do what you can to stay grounded. Um, Focus on what you can control, and again, this too shall pass. I'm hearing like the dust will settle, things will calm down again, and not to live in a place of fear. Okay, we want to live in a place of harmony with our environment. Ourselves are part of our environment, so we want to try to stay balanced, stay aligned here as much as possible, and not make decisions based out of fear and anxiety. Base them out of real love. There's a rose right in the middle there, and have your intentions as stay true to your intentions, and be true when you create your intentions. Okay, those are the kind of things that are rewarded. Good intentions, because maybe we don't say out loud why we do something, but I believe in karma, and I believe that if our intentions are not wholesome, if you will, or they're not good, eventually that'll catch up. So we need to be very clear about our intentions, because what we think about, we bring about, right? What we put out, we're going to get back. So there's a kind of we might be seeing someone getting their karma, the effect of something they caused. That might be in a public sense even. The emperor, yeah, some kind of leader. Yep. Okay, so anyway, I'm hearing it's all over the news. So I just really feel there's something coming in again. Very intense, a mystery revealed, or there's something big. Okay, we're gonna find out what it is together. Okay, because I don't know. It could even come in the day I'm recording this. I don't know. So it could, in other words, it could come in before November, but I'm getting this strong November energy. Something coming out. It could connect some sort of, just some sort of, I'm getting like an unraveling of something, that could leave a lot of us surprised. With the emperor here, there, that clear vision here. What, again, like I said, stay grounded, control what you can control, right? That's that emperor energy. That's upright. If it were in reverse, I'd be a little like, oh, you need to do this, but make sure you're taking your time to see things through too. If you're saying you're going to do something, do it. If you can't do something, don't sign up for it. Don't say you're going to, only to break a commitment, right? So this could be something we're finding out about someone having broken a commitment to us. Let's do this one. Oh, I'm hearing a name like Croy or LaCroix or something. All right. You have King of Pentacles here. King of Pentacles. Okay, so there's some working together too. This is falling under collaborate and Four of Swords. You may be using some sort of new software or investing in something new, but I feel as though one big thing, it seems so obvious, one thing you can invest in is your health, yourself, and they're telling me your safety. So taking good care of yourself in all ways. All right, getting the required sleep. You see the person sleeping for this Four of Swords. It looks like the person needs a timeout from whatever this collaboration is, or being solo for too long. Okay, it's looking like that lifestyle might be tiring, and now you're ready to maybe be on a team again, or again exit a team. The King of Pentacles, though, very resourceful energy, capable of doing difficult things. Please remember this month, you are capable of difficult things. You've done hard stuff, right? You've done hard stuff. It's going to lead to big rewards, because with that King of Pentacles, that hardworking energy there, you've got the treasure here. So some of us, it's a lot of healing work we've done, shedding old ways. With the treasure, the Ace of Swords, you actually have the High Priestess. Amazing. Okay, so this, again, there's something like with this truth comes out, because you have secrets revealed here. You have the Moon card, the High Priestess, and an Ace of Swords. If that's not a big reveal, I don't know what is. For some of you, it could be activating your intuitive abilities more, like you're really going at that. You're intentionally trying to work with them, maybe. But for others, it could also be on a bigger scale, globally, even where just a big mystery that we have, is solved. It could also be something that we get answers, or there's something that really unfolds that affects a lot of us in a big way. So again, making sure you're doing things to protect your accounts and secure your home and all that, and just making sure that you're being smart about it. A lot of full moon energy there, and making decisions based from how you feel too is actually also smart. You wouldn't think it would be to go with follow your heart, but sometimes that is what you need to do. Follow your heart. If it doesn't feel right, it probably isn't the right door for you. It probably isn't the right opportunity for you. Okay. You're going to learn that. Okay. I think you've already learned that if it doesn't feel right, a lot of you are learning to trust your intuition much more. And that's going to help you with this break free energy. All right. That's what's going to help you with the break free energy here. With the break free, you have that King of Swords. The truth sets you free. Truth sets a lot of us free. Something. Like a truth comes out and now we're all better for it or something. Eventually. It might feel intense though while it's happening. All right. 5 of Swords. All right. So that 5 of Swords, not playing games. No, you're not gonna. It's like animals that hunt for the sake of hunting, like for sport, like humans do. There's something about that, like, just again, we need to have clear intentions, and I don't generally get that off the 5 of Swords. But it's like, don't get yourself into things just for the fun of it. Make sure it really truly aligns with your goals and intuition, and that you're going to be happy with the karma it brings. And this could be just a message, again, not just you specifically, because these are general readings. Only take what resonates. You're not personal. I know sometimes I pick up on a lot of very specific random things and you connect. Great. But not all of the things I say are going to then resonate necessarily. So please respectfully leave that behind and always use your intuition best. You know your story best. Check out the disclaimer I always have written in my descriptions. But this 5 of Swords is like, don't just get into arguments for the sake of arguing, because it's going to backfire. And that could be like, maybe we're going to see somebody doing that and then it backfires on them. Somebody could be argumentative, have a big ego, whatever, and then it backfires, So there's something about that too. Or like, I'm getting somebody almost like presenting one way, and then we find out that they're completely the opposite. Or like a big hypocrite energy. We could be seeing some sort of hypocritical energy being exposed. Oh, what's it going to be? I don't know. 6 of Swords though. Well, after that 2 of Swords, your decision, a lot of you, is to move on. Because some of you have unfulfilled dreams and wishes, Maybe you've always wanted to go on a hot air balloon ride, right? But it has to do with your ascension too. Some of you maybe always wanted to have a home-based healing business. That's coming in for you. I heard Gwendolyn just now. Are you in Athena? All right, 2 of Swords leading to the 6 of Swords. So you have a lot of Swords energy. So we could be feeling pretty. I get that we're wanting to break free from mental stress. Something we've overthought, had to be in. Just a lot of stress that we're breaking free from. So that's good. Letting off steam and 8 of Wands. You have. And letting it all out. Page of Wands. There it is. Let it all out and find a creative way to let your stress out and to let things out. Okay. Find ways that really, really connect, where you're connecting to your spirit, right? And that you feel you're moving in the right direction. Things that really inspire you. You could get a message. Some of you are going to get a really great inspirational message coming in. All right. It's not all doom and gloom here in November. There's always a mix. As anything, there's always a mix. And that's what the spirit was giving me at the beginning of this reading, is it's a mixed bag. So inspirational message coming in. And it could just be, you have an opportunity to express yourself in some way. And that's like kind of like the moment you've been waiting for. Maybe it's art or a publication or a deal seals the deal. Something seals the deal. Got this. We have the Hierophant here. Okay, some of you are learning, or you're the teacher here. There's mentorship involved here, possibly too. Go at it with clear intentions. I am getting, because I have it falling on top of the Moon card. Wheel of Fortune having to do with karma. So you want to make sure that you're not just moving forward with something. I almost said moving in with something. Moving. You don't want to make your next move in life based on, again, fear, maybe an illusion. Maybe you're lying to yourself about something, is what I'm hearing for some of you, or maybe someone has been lying to themselves and that's the person, maybe you're, or the situation that you're moving away from here. But there's that wisdom. You know better, is what they're telling me. They're telling me whatever this Moon and the Wheel of Fortune is and the Frozen, like, you know better than to XYZ, right? Instead, stick to the ABC, because that was originally what's in your plan. That came from the heart. That's what's going to be supported and rewarded by the divine. All right. So there's something about, like, the answer to this decision, so don't, make sure you're not putting yourself in a situation where you're questioning your own integrity. That, I don't know. I mean, I don't generally come down on people or anything, and I'm not trying to. It's just, I'm heeding this advice myself here, that I want to make sure that I'm making sound decisions to point me in the right direction, that I'm going to be happy with the decision I made, as far as, how I feel about it and the effect it could have on others. Because sometimes, people look up to us, I could say, oh, people look up to me, I offer spiritual guidance. Like, I want to be careful that I'm not doing anything, and I'm not abusing my personal power or professional power in some way, right? So that's just like me bringing it back into someone's personal life, for example, right? You want to make sure that what you're doing isn't going to harm yourself or others in the long term. Because you have the King of Pentacles here, that's talking about long term coming into. What else do you have? The Emperor too, Three of Swords, right? I know. I keep, all right. So we got Aries energy here. We just had a super moon in Aries, right? Powerful energy still with us, I feel. So Two of Cups, Three of Swords, and the Emperor. Okay, so you could be mixing business with pleasure. I don't know how else to say that. That's just what it is. Make sure that's not what you're doing. Okay. I don't know. They're giving me that. I generally won't say don't do it, but I'm getting clear messages. Like, just be careful about mixing roles. All right. Because it's not, maybe you can keep it. You can keep like, say you're getting involved with somebody from work. Okay. And maybe you're able to keep it professional still with a personal relationship in there, but maybe they can't, or maybe in the end, you're just not going to be happy with the result. So it's just really thinking things through. Give yourself that time, that clarity to think. So making sure you get grounded, go out into nature, do what you need to do if you can, to really, So the Hanged Man, you may be feeling perplexed. I'm getting perplexed. And then you have the Eight of Swords, right? So if this isn't feeling like perplexed about something, this is falling under the collaborate here. Maybe you're not sure if you should move forward with or without someone, because the collaborate can be either or on this particular collaborate card. And will this affect your work too? There's things, some sort of a wanting to step into a partnership, maybe even of any kind. You have that Two of Cups. It could even feel right. It could feel like really right. But then when I have that Three of Swords, and I've got the Emperor too, it's like, make sure it's one thing to go with your heart, right? But it's another thing to then lose sight of reality or your emotions or whatever. So when I'm seeing this particular combination of cards, the Hierophant, the Moon, the Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Cups, the Three of Swords, the Emperor, I mean, and the Hanged Man and the Eight of Swords, it's like, just, you don't want to create undue stress. If there's no point in that, because you're advised not to do that. Actually, not just go into something for the sake of doing it, or argue for the sake of arguing or whatever. It's right. It's like making clear decisions is really important. Make clear decisions this month, coming up here with the Hanged Man, getting that new perspective. The Eight of Swords, they're not a victim. They're going in, getting that inspiration here from themselves, from their own intuition. But it could end up, the person has barbed wire on their legs. They may feel stuck or like they're being pushed into a decision that's going to affect maybe even their family, their home life, their long-term success here with that King of Pentacles. But you're really encouraged, like, go within, meditate, rest, get grounded, do what you need to do, because we've got this turbulence here around us here with the moon, with thunder and lightning here, which is sort of the flavor of November to some degree, not all of it. And that could actually really, um, we don't want to be the ones creating the shakeup for ourselves, because we're already going to probably have this intense energy. So you may be prone, or we as a people may be prone to, our feelings being hurt. Again, very watery energy here, Scorpio, and that new moon coming in, and we just had this powerful super moon, and we have another, of course, we have another full moon there in November, but we have had the last of the supermoons for the year anyway, and the last of the eclipses. So, but the energy is still with us for months, many months. You're not trapped. It's just like you might feel stuck, like you have to go in a certain direction, but you're not. And it's so important to make the right decision from the right place. All right, from a grounded place. And it may be an emotional decision, emotional relationship even, that you're thinking through. Could be a love situation that you're thinking through, or could be following your dreams of being an artist or something, that you're really, you're having to ponder that and get a higher perspective. But when I see that rose, I've got that intention right there. And you have that rose showing up on the moon card as well. And I feel like, again, it goes right back to, don't let this haunt you. They're telling me this. And I don't, generally I'm not going to, if you've watched my readings before, this one's a little different, as was the one on Tuesday. There's just, that's the energy. It's going to be a sort of a different energy for this upcoming month. And some of you are going through some big stuff, and I'm not going to sugarcoat, and I'm not going to give bad advice. I'm going to try to give the best advice I can as I'm channeling and working with this energy for us. And so what I'm seeing right now is, be smart about it. Tune into the, if you're feeling as though you're stuck and you have to make a decision now, and you're not feeling great about it, or it doesn't align with your higher self, your higher calling, your purpose here, don't do it. Okay, this too shall pass, they're telling me with the High Priestess, right? All about cycles, things come in cycles. So much moon energy here. Oh, wow, incredible. I'm not surprised though with Scorpio, the moon, mysteries, all that. All right, and then you have strength. Yeah, be strong. Hold your dreams firm. Stick true to your intentions. Hold yourself in higher guard. Remain true to your integrity, because it's could have long-term effects, right? The things we're doing right now are going to have long-term effects on our overall life. That's how it's feeling to me. So take it or leave it, right? 10 of Swords. Yeah. I said I felt like November, maybe I said that. I felt it. November kind of ends with this like 10 of Swords. And while some of us might think it's a bad thing, or it happens like that second, third week, maybe 10 of Swords, it's just an end to that stress, because again, you have that break free, right? You have the King of Swords, you have the Five of Swords. Again, not getting into stuff just for the sake of doing it. That's going to stress you out. There is this new day coming. It could involve a home situation or a home-based project or something very near and dear to you that just feels so much a part of you. Okay. It will somehow affect your household, basically, is what I'm getting. It could anyway. So it could have to do with your income, but you will be able to move, you will be able to break free. But it's kind of like, if we follow this advice before, where we're not just thinking of ourselves too, they're giving me this energy of like, make sure we're focusing on the greater good as well. And generally you can't really go wrong if you're doing things that are also considering everybody involved. Like when I was a teacher, if teams weren't getting along, the school, the parents, whoever, I kept it very, like, I made a point at that point to remind people, we need to stay child centered. We need to focus on the student. And I always say when, colleagues would come to me and say, oh, I have this really difficult parent, or whatever you want to call it, difficult parent, we all have our times, right? And it's not easy being parent of people with special needs anyway. It's great. It can be very rewarding and awesome and excellent and the best ever, but it's also like with any type of child. I mean, any child can be, you have your moments, right? So anyway, I'm not here to talk about that, but what I'm saying is, they would ask, what do I do? And I was like, the best advice I can give you is when people aren't getting along at the table or whatever, is stay student centered. If you stay focused on the student, you all know at that table you're doing things for the right reason. Focus on the well-being of the student. So you focus on the well-being of everybody involved. Try to perspective take with that hanged man, that 8 of swords. Try to perspective take. And remember, give yourself self-compassion too. Okay? No matter what age you are. Sometimes we have a crush on somebody, or sometimes we, want to do this or that. And it's like, oh, well, I'm in my 50s or 60s or whatever you are. It's either too late or, oh, I'm too old for that. No, you're not. And forgive yourself for prior decisions. Okay. We're here to learn and grow, right? We're here to learn and grow. How boring would life be if we weren't learning and growing? Anyway, I've got that 10 of swords. That's going to allow you to learn and grow. Yeah. All right. We're wrapping up this reading here with the home, with the 6 of swords, moving on for somebody. As I said, this could be something that really affects, big decision that's going to affect your home life. Clarifying that, you have Page of Swords. Yeah, you're going to get the new information. There you go. You're getting new information. You're getting another message. So you're getting a couple of messages here coming in November that are going to make things much more clear for you and let you put you on the right path there on the 6 of Swords. Let off steam with the Page of Wands, 8 of Wands, another page. All these messengers coming in for you. So you have another Page of Pentacles. And this is, again, it's affecting something. I get that you're learning. You're getting this, you're getting almost this, see this golden egg of opportunity too. Some of you are really getting that opportunity to really, I'm going to say, go big, dream bigger and aim high, because you have a great, you may be getting it. You may actually just be getting it for yourself. I'm going to get you an angel number here for another angel number. And if you enjoy this reading, please do like, comment, subscribe. It's all free. Check out my other channel, Schoolhouse Intuitive Messages, where I read for all signs. Your number is 22, balance. That makes perfect sense here with this reading. So this is you're turning your dreams into a reality. I just got done saying, dream bigger, right? Aim higher. And for an animal totem you have. And memberships, I'm open to memberships as well. And I do want to thank my current members. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for all you do. And always check out, your weekly readings too, folks. All right. And let's see what else we have. Puffin. This is time. You got to have fun. You need to laugh. Puffins are funny birds. So make sure you're making time to laugh too. This is a fresh new beginning. You prayed for is here. Embrace new opportunities with an open heart. Again, it's okay to make heart-based decisions, right? But that doesn't mean that we're going to be all up in our feelings, right? So making sure you're coming about things with a balanced light. All right. So that's what I have for all of you. Do check out your other readings, please. I'd appreciate it. And shine brightly.